Hello, Professor Benjamin, Leo, and everyone. We are Group Line, and it's our pleasure to share how successfully that Hong Kong TV Mall has built an ecosystem and how important that the supply chain management play in the role of this ecosystem. Here comes to our agenda. So firstly, we will introduce the background of Hong Kong TV Mall. Then we will analyze the problems and generate the alternatives. In the process, we will show our decisions criteria, evaluations, summary, and the contingency plan. Most of you may have heard of Hong Kong TV Mall. It is established by Mr. Ricky Wong, and previously Hong Kong TV Mall is focused on the TV comedy and the TV broadcasting business in Hong Kong, but unfortunately, Mr. Ricky Wong cannot get the license from the government, and then he shifts the target and the business objective to the e-commerce market. He launched the Hong Kong TV Mall in February 2015, and the mission is quite simple. He wants to build an ecosystem to transform Hong Kong business operations, trading, retail, finance, and daily life onto a digital online platform. He wants to build an e-commerce market empire. In order to target the e-voucher segment, Hong Kong TV Mall has acquired the Groupon Hong Kong operations in March 2017 and rebranded as Hoco Buy in June 2017. Everyone will know that the traffic is very important to the e-commerce market, and in fact Hong Kong TV Mall has done a very good job in this part. So you can see from the Alexa, HongKongTVMall.com ranks 48 in the top site listed in Hong Kong. Then we can see how amazing is the growth of Hong Kong TV Mall. As you can see in the graph, it is the monthly order intake of Hong Kong TV Mall. In January 2017, there are only 79,000 orders per month. But you can see that in December 2019, there are 580,000 orders per month. So you can see in the order quantity, there are around 7 times. For the GMV, the figure is 5 times. So you can see the growth of Hong Kong TV Mall is very amazing. And you can see from the same graph that is because of the COVID-19, then we can see a huge growth of the monthly orders from December 2019 to February 2020. It's around 1.6 times from the previous order. And our teammates will share more about this part to see how Hong Kong TV Mall handling this increase. And this to share the average daily order intake of Hong Kong TV Mall. As you can see from the graph, that is currently Hong Kong TV Mall is processing more than 32,600 orders per day. So it's quite a large amount and challenges for Hong Kong TV Mall. This shows the product category mix of Hong Kong TV Mall, and you can see from the figure that is grocery still maintains the largest contributions. It contributes around 40%, and you can see another figure that is the beauty and health has grown from 14.2% from 2018 to 21.6% in 2019. So you can see the matrix will be changed during different year, and the purchasing behavior of the customer will be different. So it may also be a challenges for Hong Kong TV Mall. And this is the purchase customer, and you can see that the combined unique customer has grown a lot. In the first half of 2016, you can see there are only 78,000 people that use or purchase from the Hong Kong TV Mall, but you can see in 2019 it grows to near 1 million. So you can say that, or you can see that the growth is very amazing, and in fact more than 10% of Hong Kong people has purchased from Hong Kong TV Mall. Then I will pass to Sharon to share the challenges that Hong Kong TV Mall are facing.
After getting to know HKTV more better, let's deep dive on the challenges HKTV Mall is currently facing in our problem analysis. As Stanley pointed out, the number of orders for HKTV Mall is growing tremendously. When we zoom in the average daily order, starting 2015, the official launch of HKTV More, they actually recorded at least 50% growth rate every year. Not to mention that they tripled the daily order from 2016 to 2017. Moreover, in February 2020, the average daily order reached 32,000 under the pandemic situation. All these figures are very amazing in the business perspective. However, does the supply chain enhancement and evolution could support the business growth in this speed? We first take a look on the warehouse capacity for HKTV More. In 2014, when HKTV More started with their soft opening, the warehouse was managed manually with no pop-up system. This manual operation can at most handle 500 capacity order per day. Since this was a fully manual work, HKTV More found that there were a lot of accuracy issues and they got a lot of complaints from the customers. Apparently, the manual operation could not fulfill the business need. Therefore, in 2018, HKTV More implemented robotic pick and pack system to automate the inventory management process. There are 3 phases in the automation project. The first phase was implemented in Tingyi warehouse. The second and the third phase is for Zhangguan warehouse. Currently, phase 1 and 2 are in production, which can help HKTV More to deal with around 20,000 orders per day. After the completion of phase 3, HKTV More could handle up to 35,000 orders per day. So this 35,000 sounds quite good. However, recall what I just mentioned like 1 minute ago. HKTV More already reached 32,000 daily order in February 2020. Does the 35,000 capacity by end of 2020 is enough for HKTV More's overall business development? The answer is certainly no. Thus, we think that on top of the automation project in place, HKTV More need to plan the next strategic move for the warehouse management to cater the aggressive expanding.
Thank you, Sharon. In addition to pressure on warehouse management, there are also pressure on the delivery network such as fleet operation and pickup points, the O2O shops. Developing an efficient distribution network is one of the most critical aspects of the success of an e-commerce platform like HKTV Mall. The HKTV Mall owned a fleet with the scale at 250 trucks operating daily, and orders are delivered to customers by delivery talents and drivers. As Sharon has mentioned about, there are tremendous growth in online orders of HKTV Mall and even steep increase during the pandemic. For sure, this is a good sign for HKTV Mall, but the 250 trucks are not capable of dealing with the surge of orders. There is a challenge for them managing delivery of goods to customers with such a rapid demand. Another segment of residential distribution is HKTV Mall's O2O shops. There are 64 O2O shops located in different residential areas in Hong Kong, serving as an education center, on-site sales, and also the pickup points of customers for their orders. Actually, there are 2 concerns, and the first one is about storage space. Due to the high rental costs, the storefront of these O2O shops is usually small. The limited storage space for pickup orders cannot cope with the surge of orders. Another one is about cost concern. Costs of operating these O2O shops are high, including the high rental costs, the cost on human resources, and also utility expense. It is not an effective way to expand their O2O shop network to all residential areas in Hong Kong. and my teammates are going to share our suggestion on how to achieve the distribution network optimization.
The HKTV Mall's new retailing model is comprised from three pillars, namely the full-service marketplace, the warehouses, and the distribution network. And in this part, we will mainly focus on the warehouses and distribution network. There are totally 4 warehouses that's set up by the HKTV Mall. They are located in Tuen Mun, Kwai Chung, Cheng and Tseung Kwan O. The Cheng and Tseung O centers are the major centers for HKTV Mall, and those warehouses are strategically located in Hong Kong, which are very close to the public transport infrastructure, such as the highways and the Hong Kong International Airports. The HKTV Mall has started to utilize their state-of-the-art automated system since March 2018. Therefore, they have substantial experience in handling this system before the challenges of the COVID-19. And this innovation project has been invested by 1 billion Hong Kong dollars. According to the spokesperson of the HKTV Mall, the combined capacity of the Tseung Kwan O E-Fulfillment Center is 20,000 daily warehouse orders, which only require 6 to 7 logistics staff to manipulate this automated system and the stock taking. The HKTV Mall has their own delivery team, and in order to fulfill the demands or the appetite of the customers in Hong Kong, they have specifically designed the multi-compartment trucks. The multi-compartment trucks are capable to handle the delivery of frozen food and chilled food. And also, according to the strategic planning, their delivery team would be comprising from 350 delivery trucks for their daily operation, together with their outsourced capacity. The expansion of offline pickup points for HKTV Mall is significant. Comparing to December 2016, there was only one O2O shop. And today, HKTV Mall has totally 150 points for the offline pickup. Secondly, they have formed strategic alliance with their heterogeneous partners, such as Baleno, Giordano, and Hong Fuk Tong. The goal of this strategic partnership is to reach a win-win situation. Together with the offline pickup services, this also brings customer inflows to the heterogeneous partners of the HKTV Mall in order to boost up the sales as well. The third one is the mobile pickup trucks. The multi-compartment trucks will park nearby the residential estates of the customers and allowing them to pick up their goods.
Let's have some other solutions suggested by us. Nowadays, many cloud services provide the AI and machine learning tools which have a low technical barrier. For example, the Amazon forecast can help you train up and optimize your supply chain model. You can simply input your sales record, product pricing movement, and promotion record. Those are historical data. Then, Amazon Forecast can automatically identify the key attribute and select the suitable algorithm for the forecasting service. You don't need to worry about how to handle the tons of data. You may also input some indirect data, like website traffic, weather information, event, and festival schedule. So the demand forecast tools can help you better manage the inventory according to the prediction of future sales, such as preparing more umbrella in stock for rainy season. A subscription delivery may help. For example, a bottle of milk every day and consumables like nutrition supplement monthly. Of course, if it is just a $10 order, you may arrange a pickup point like convenience store instead of home delivery. This service not just keep a loyalty of customers, but you may affirm a pack of future demands. We suggest the pop-up distribution desk, which is inspired by a food delivery company. They are different from other animal food deliveries, and they will distribute lunch boxes as the temporary pick-up point set up on the street. This method can increase the effectiveness and reduce the delivery costs by grouping a number of sales orders within a designated area and limiting the pickup time in a short period. This idea is quite matched with the group buying activities, ordering with the neighbors around your neighboring buildings or estate. HKTV Mall may also roll out some flash promotion sales in a certain area. Thanks to the IoT technology, we can monitor the usage of e-locker in real time. We use the sharing economy concept that if you can't fully utilize some resources like e-locker, you may share it with others for extra profit making. Recently, HKTV Mall cooperated with Panano and Giordano to extend their pickup points. We think HKTV Mall can also cooperate with the e-locker owner to provide a 24-hour and self-pickup service that they don't have it right now.
In this part, me, Philip, and Ben will talk about the pros and cons analysis, which includes existing solutions used by Hong Kong TV Mall and other useful solutions for reference. Now I will talk about the pros and cons for solutions adopted by Hong Kong TV Mall. For the strategic locations of warehouse, they are located in different areas which can help the company to take care of the need of people in different districts. Also, they are in areas which have convenience transportation facilities which facilitate good delivery. However, operation costs can be high because the more warehouses they have, the more labor, machine, and other resources that Hong Kong TV Mall has to prepare. For the automatic system, it can help to increase work efficiency and accuracy. It can also reduce product damage, reliance on human labor, and labor injuries. But the setup cost is quite expensive, and additional maintenance costs and specific operation training for new staff are needed. Then for the multi-compartment truck, it can save time and reduce delivery costs because it can help to reduce the delivery frequency. This can make customers feel more satisfied because they can receive most of their orders via first-time delivery. However, the development cost for the truck is quite expensive as well, and regular maintenance work is needed in order to keep it function properly. For the expansion of offline pickup points, this strategy can provide great convenience for customers to pick up, and it is a good way to expose the Hong Kong TV Mall brand to the public. On the other hand, when the number of O2O shops increases, the company has to pay more for rental and salary. Now I'll pass the time to Ben.
Other than the existing solutions, I'm going to discuss about the pros and cons for other solutions. For demand forecast, demand pattern can anticipate more efficiency. Also, it is self-refreshing improvement, which means the system can improve itself by the big data. However, it is not always accurate as the demand can be seasonal sometimes. The demand of some products may not be long-lasting and are very difficult to predict. It is also resource-intensive. A new team for analyzing the data is required in this case. For second one, regularly delivery. Obviously, it can build customer loyalty. On the other hand, for those products which needs regular delivery, like daily consumer products, are generally cheap. The delivery or operating cost is high compared with the small amount of the revenue. For pop-up distribution desk, it can be used as brand marketing, as an initial estimate of needs for a new area. However, there's additional cost on it that may not be effective in the business. The last one is e-lockers. It is comparatively easier, as it is an existing product. It can share the workload of delivery. The continuous cost is lower. On the other hand, the initial setup cost may be high. It also needs a good negotiation with the partner.
Hello, I'm Dennis. In this part, we will evaluate the supply chain approach of HKTV Mall. First, it is the robotic warehouse. HKTV Mall has launched a new logistics center at Tuen Mun in February of 2020. Both the FH daily order and GMV has both doubled in this year. This proves that the contribution by the robotic system to the supply chain is very significant. However, CEO Ricky Ward admitted that the Phase 3 robotic system may be postponed in this year, and we can see the inventory turnover ratio has slightly dropped from 2018 to 2019. This proves that HKTV Mall faced bottleneck in the warehouse capacity. The impact of delayed Phase 3 robotic system will affect the sales growth directly. Second, evaluation of the distribution network. HKTV Mall has built up the largest residential distribution network in 2019. That is up to 315 trucks in daily operation, and they also add 64 O2O shops for sales and self-pickup point. We can see the contribution is very successful. The quarterly fulfillment cost has dropped significantly to 8.2% in last year, and besides, the quarterly blind gross margin rise from 21.3% in Q1 to 22.1% in Q4. This makes the spread rate over the break-even target in last year. Third, evaluation of the service level. By the excellent supply chain management, the income from the concessionaire sales has grown 15% of HKTV Mall. The FH purchase frequency and the FH purchase catalog by the customer also grows significant. HKTV Mall also extends the distribution network by the strategic partnership with other retail stores. This can reduce the rental expenditure for O2O store and make more penetration in the residential area. Most importantly, HKTV Mall start produce its own face mask in this year. This also proves the strong capability in procurement and distribution network by its supply chain management.
Hygiene concern for the last mile delivery. Hong Kong TV Mall has got 39.7% of grocery products and 21.6% of its health products, which is a huge proportion in this total GMV. Although Hong Kong TV Mall has tried to add 50 multi-compartment delivery trucks to try to keep up to its service pledge for on-time delivery. However, especially during the pandemic time, challenge remains huge for Hong Kong TV Mall to keep a high hygiene standard for all customers, especially when customers nowadays are expecting a lot higher. This will add additional costs and complexity in the process of logistics for Hong Kong TV Mall. Deterioration of bullshit effects. The pandemic has deteriorated the bullshit effect. It increases the lead time for logistics and also increase the variety of customer demand surged by the work from home and quarantine measures. Also, it enhanced the complexity to forecast the aggregate demand for the whole logistics system, which it is very difficult to centralize all the information, and also it is very difficult to extend the traffic distribution network. Lagged behind in IT infrastructure. Not only the warehouse capacity, the server capacity of Hong Kong TV Mall always locked down. This will disturb the order processing power and logistic arranging power for Hong Kong TV Mall. The flagging behind scenario for Hong Kong TV Mall also put it in a very disadvantaged situation when it tried to compete with giant competitors like Amazon and Alibaba. Since it failed to handle the market complexity and also it cannot enhance the cross-docking strategy. And also, it doubled the picking and slowed the replenishment process. These are all the prevailing problems. Such a lagging behind will obstruct the implementation of the push strategy in the whole supply chain management system in Hong Kong TV Mall.
Thank you. This is Rex. We know in business, there are 3 things we should be always mindful of: benefits, cost, and risk. And I'm gonna share a little bit more about the risk management and contingency plan of HKTV Mall. From the class, we learned that there are two factors affecting risk management decision: the likelihood and the impact. Here is a graph that briefly visualized how these two factors affecting our risk management priority. We know the higher the likelihood and impact, the more we should be well prepared. In HKTV Mall, data has shown that their average daily orders are increasing rapidly. In order to articulate this calculated and predictable risk, HKTV Mall has diversified their delivery modes. Say for example, merchant delivery, O2O shops, retail chains partnership, and launching its own multi-compartment trucks. These measures on one hand transfer those high-risk, high-impact items to merchants themselves, like the graph on the right-hand side, and on the other hand maintain the majority of the last-mile delivery under control. But in real life, risk is not always predictable. For the uncalculated piece, HKTV Mall has shown spontaneity for immediate response. Planning is always right, but plans are sometimes not. One of the things HKTV Mall CEO Ricky Wong is famous of is his agility. During COVID, the demand of e-commerce skyrocketed. HKTV Mall takes advantages of the situation and adjusts its plan to articulate the risk of missing opportunities. They not only adjust their free delivery by raising up the bar of minimum purchase, but they also partner with third parties to quickly scale up the pickup locations and coverage, not to mention their innovative multi-compartment trucks. This helps HKTV Mall to overcome the unpredictable supply chain bottleneck. And now their proven abilities to scale through hard time is well reflected on stock price too. Moreover, we do see some other potentials HKTV Mall may be worth to try as well, like partnering with sharing economy platforms or food delivery platforms. These resources or capabilities are already there and are able to provide further scalability and flexibility for HKTV Mall. And also, the partnership model seems to be something HKTV Mall is willing to try and explore, like what they have been doing with Hong Fuk Tong and other chains. We believe this may be something worth HKTV Mall to investigate to some extent. So, this is the end of our presentation, and now we open the floor for questions. Thank you everyone.